Oh, I should probably record this. YouTube, you're
That'd be
getting
good.
really exclusive behind the scenes. The Crames forgot to hit record. That's why you tune into the YouTube show. You never know what's going to happen over here. It's going to be wild. All right, here we go. Nope. You don't hear that? I don't. Oh, I do. Okay. To be fair, it's a lot of buttons to get the show on the podcast. True. And our biggest concern is that nothing goes on the radio. And if one button's wrong, that could be happening right now. So let's just double check. No, we're good. What's up? Welcome to 135. Kramer and Jess Uncensored. Happy to have you here. I'm guessing by now you probably know the characters of the show. You probably know the rules of the show. But just in case, we need to remind you. Because there's going to be that one day, one of y'all's going to slip. And be like, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to talk about this anywhere. And we're going to be like, I done told you. What's the rules, Jess?
The Uncensored podcast is like the close friends feature on Instagram where you are very selective on what you show everything to. And that's just kind of how we think about everyone who listens to Uncensored.
We also do the show on YouTube as well. If you're ever just around the computer, we don't even know when. I don't know. You got to subscribe. Today it's on a Tuesday. Could be a Wednesday, Thursday. It was Thursday last week, right? I think it was Thursday.
Yeah.
So if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Kramer and Jess on YouTube, we'll give you a little pop-up notification when we go live. And hi to Celia. Hi, Celia. You just see you had a baby?
Hi,
I didn't know she had a baby. I didn't know that.
She had a baby recently.
How about
Congratulations.
Tina, good morning.
Hi, Tina.
Isabel, hi. It's good to have you guys back. I don't think we were live last week because we couldn't get
no, yeah, something was wrong with the video.
Yeah, so we're back. We're live on YouTube. So thanks for checking in. It's Jess's bachelorette week.
Yes, we're leaving so soon.
We had a little side conversation because
oh my gosh, in like 2 days. Holy crap.
No, you're literally leaving. It's over.
I'm like
you're married.
I'm like so vacation brain right now. I'm like so excited to see the water.
You're in case you I guess we should probably run this down in case you don't know about Jess's bachelorette party. Mm-hmm. We talked about it last week, but just in case you weren't here, 30-second recap of the plan.
So we are flying out to St. Pete in Tampa, Florida on Thursday, and we'll be there for a long weekend. And then I have like a bunch of friends coming from California and Vegas. I think that's where everybody else is coming from, and we'll all meet up there. And it's going to be all of our first times too. So
ever to Florida? You've been to Orlando before?
Yeah, but like to St. Pete, no one's ever been there before.
Anywhere else you've been in Florida? Just Orlando.
Just Disney.
That's it. That's right.
Yeah.
I told, and I don't know if anybody, keep in mind, I worked in Florida for 8 years, 5 of those in Panama City, and then 2 of those, well, I was in there for 2. I didn't work there for 2 years, but a year in Tampa. Tampa, really Florida in general, and you can back me up on this. I don't think anyone watching is in Florida right now, but you can do whatever the F you want.
I know, we're so excited.
And nobody cares.
Yeah.
You know, like all like the Florida men story about like there was a guy that was chasing a raccoon, they threw it on his ex-wife, and then they got into a wrestling match. Like,
well, I don't think that's the vibe for the weekend. It's more so like disco vibes, boat vibes, but it's palm tree vibes.
It's a good representation of how like you can literally do whatever you want. So if you go, you're like, oh, I don't know, maybe I should like be on my best behavior. You should be on your worst behavior.
That's the plan.
Of anywhere you should be on your absolute worst behavior. It's anywhere in Florida.
Yeah, we're really excited.
I was telling Jess though, like, you got 8 people going.
8 total. Mm-hmm.
You've got.
It's like a bunch of my friends from all different phases of my life, and my little sister is coming. Butter's coming too.
How you feel about that?
I am excited because I think it's just going to be such a fun experience, but it is going to be a little weird. It's funny that my best friend Steph and I were just talking about this, where she was like, you know, you do like I basically her because she knows how I am, just reassuring me of. I need to let myself have fun and not worry about like, because obviously I'm going with a group of people where I trust everyone. Like no one that's coming would like let anyone stray away. Like for like with the 8 of us total, we'll all have each other's backs, which is really cool. But I think because Butter's coming and it's this kind of situation, because I'm 9.5 years older than her, I automatically am just like, I can't turn that off. Of like worrying about her and making sure she's good and all that kind of stuff. And Steph was just basically being like, everything's going to be cool. You don't have to, you know, also letting her know. Cause obviously we've drank together and we've got drunk together, But there's a difference of like going home and getting drunk with my family and like getting drunk with my friends, which she's never seen before.
So wait, you've never been in a situation outside of like hometown where you and Butter have gotten like very intoxicated together?
We've definitely gotten intoxicated,
With a
but
group.
there's just different levels of like obviously how we're all getting drunk and stuff like that. I
Mhm.
think everyone understands it's a very relatable thing. Like if you do drink with your family, having a good time and you guys get drunk and stuff, that is so different versus like being with all of your best friends. Like it's
True,
just it's
yeah.
a different vibe.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Who will be the biggest shit show?
Everybody.
Make a prediction now, though. If you had to say, we'll come back obviously probably next week. You know,
I plan on doing a video in the beginning of I'm the bride and I think so and so is going to get the drunkest and doing that for everybody. I think that
who's got like just knowing this because you've known these people a long time
Mhm.
and knowing what you know best of them, call them out now. Who's going to be the drunkest?
I think my friend Becca is going to get the drunkest just because, and I think it's fun because Becca was the
Who is
first
Be- I don't
person
think- I
I
don't think I know
started
Becca.
partying. Becca is the first person I started partying with when I first moved to San Diego. And when I moved there, all of my friends were older than me. I think I was like 18 and I was hanging out with, I didn't have any friends my age yet. And so Becca kind of was like my big sister and also like, this is how you take shots. This is like, because I just didn't do any of that in high school or anything like that because I was so scared.
Sure.
But yeah.
Can we call her? Think she's up?
No, it's like 7 a.m. She's a bartender in Vegas.
Yeah.
She's definitely sleeping. I think so.
You think she'd agree though that like she's gonna be? Do you think she knows she's like that one?
Yes, but the thing is though, I can say Becca, but I feel like collectively, and what's really cool and I'm super excited about is all of my friends have at least met each other somewhat throughout my life. It's
Mhm.
not like everyone is super, super close,
Right.
but at least in passing, there has been some sort of event or someone visiting me wherever I was, where everyone has somewhat crossed paths in a way. And I think the entire group is just going to have a really, really good time. And I'm really excited about that.
It should be good. The part that I'm impressed about is that Jess has 8 people that she can be friends with. Like that. And here's where it gets even crazier is Garage Boy, who's also going on bachelor party this weekend.
Yes, we're both going at the same time.
And why is that,
so
Jess?
we can both be on our weekends at the same time and have fun at the same time. And that way we can go to the airport together.
Is that normal,
and
by the
get
way,
excited.
too? I can't remember if most bachelor and bachelorette parties are the same weekend or not. I can't
Honestly,
remember.
all of my friends that have gotten married, they're on different weekends. And I'm like, why?
Mhm.
Why not go on the same weekend so both of you guys are having fun and like not feeling overly I don't know, pressured about checking in, or if you're just like bored and the other person's having a bunch of fun, it's like both you guys are like doing your thing. I think that's kind of like way smarter.
Jess has 8 people that are going to go on her bachelorette party. Garage Boy has how many?
I think there's 10 of them.
10 people.
Yeah, and 2 people dropped out of mine and 3 people dropped out of his.
He had 13 going at first.
And I think it's a little easier because Vegas is easier to get to for all of our friends on the West Coast too. So he has some friends that are like already in the area.
You know what's funny is I struggled to even fill. I struggle and I don't know if that's normal or not. Like, how many friends y'all got? Like, I couldn't put 13 people in a room that I genuinely all wanted to be around the same time if I tried. Like, I don't have like that many people. So like my groom's party, whatever, it was my brother, Dan, who I've been friends with forever. It was Miguel. And it was my ex-wife's brother.
4 on each side.
4 and 4.
That's good. We have 5 and 5. And I mean like Butter's the flower girl, but she's you know, she counts.
But I don't think I could name many more people that I could add. I mean, I'm sure I could. I could add maybe 1 or 2. I don't think there's 13 people I could bring to anything. Like Stone, if you had a bachelor party, well, you kind of still live here and everything. Like, how many people do you think you could invite and would actually show up to a bachelor party?
My dad, my brother.
You bring your dad.
I would.
That's all.
I don't have a lot of people, so I think
Same.
someone's got to fill a seat.
Yeah.
No, I love my dad. But my dad, my brother, my cousin.
Me clearly.
You, obviously, Jess. If Jess wants to come, men and women can come to this. Who
So
cares?
if you had a bachelor party right now, would you invite me? Be honest.
Yes,
You would.
I 100% would.
Would you expect me to show up?
No, I wouldn't expect you to show up.
Do you feel pressured by that
No.
question?
I don't. I don't have a lot of people to invite, so yeah. The bar's low, Kramer. Don't worry.
I would not come to your bachelor party. I wouldn't come.
I wouldn't expect you to.
No, and that's no disrespect.
No,
I wouldn't.
none taken.
I wouldn't come to that.
I think too, when it comes to who you're inviting, it also matters because I try to be selective on who I was inviting. Aside, obviously, just from the bridal party, because you want it to be a good time.
Of course, yeah, it's hard.
And I think you want to make sure everyone that's coming is not only going to have a good time, but is going to enjoy each other. And mixing a lot of personalities can be, a little difficult, especially like when you're older. But everyone's fucking rad that's coming.
Do you think you left somebody out that felt like they should have been coming?
No, they're just not coming.
But do you think anyone's feelings
they dropped out?
Oh.
Yes, that was shade.
Do we talk about this?
No.
We didn't? Yeah, talk about on the radio for a second.
Stone and I talked about it.
Yeah.
Fresh off. It was like fresh off the press. I was fucking crying.
She was feeling it.
Yeah,
I guess.
Poor Stone. That was also very early on. I was like, don't freak out if I start crying. Just FYI.
Yeah, this happens all the time. It's fine.
Poor Stone. He's like, okay.
As I'm running the board.
Mics are hot.
Do I save her?
No, it's
I'm not
good.
sure what to do.
No.
How many people backed out?
Good.
How many people backed out?
2 people backed out.
You hate them now, honestly.
No, I don't.
She does.
No, I don't hate them. Honestly, where I'm at in the process, and I actually had to talk to my parents about, or my mom in particular, but my parents about this week. Obviously, just because it's very known that I'm not only emotional, but I come from a very emotional family.
You do.
A very protective family. And so it's been hard for my parents to see me upset or like hurt by people. And I think I've already gone through the process of being upset, being disappointed. It's okay. And also now to a point where it's just, I'm fully okay. And when it comes to the wedding day, I don't have like any anger or animosity or hurt towards anyone because, and we've talked about it obviously a little bit, like that's not what the day is about. So everyone that's coming and that made the time to be with us this weekend, I appreciate them. And it's going to be one of the best experiences ever. And the same thing on the wedding day. Like that's what's most important to me. And that is where I'm at in the process. I've definitely gone through, I've definitely gone through the highs and the lows of it.
Yeah.
But where I'm at right now is, and what I had to explain to my mom was that I can't have anybody having a blow up. I can't have anyone treating anyone a certain type of way or like having an attitude with anyone or because what's most important is
tension.
I'm comfortable and Gerald's comfortable and both of us are at a place that we're going to have a good time with everyone that day.
Sure.
And the only way we're able to do that is if everyone else is on the same page as us.
Yeah.
And that's what's most important. And that's where we're at.
You were pissed though at first. Hurt or sad?
Heartbroken.
Sad.
I wouldn't even, it's not like pissed, it's like heartbroken.
Yeah.
But I think that's also the process too. And I think like that's where I don't know, like it's like everyone always says when you get married and like when you have babies, you just kind of like that's when you start seeing, it's almost kind of like a metamorphosis in a way. Like there's a lot of changes that take place not only within yourself, but like how people treat you and stuff. And I think we're just going through the normal things that come along with that process.
What does that mean?
It means that I think it's...
Do you mean you're not friends with those people anymore? Or you are friends with them?
Absolutely not.
It's just a different type of friendship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think
expectations are different.
Oh, no, I think it's just being realistic of like how people are showing up for you, but how people are able to show up for you and like what is important in their life and what they're going through and what they need to focus on in their life and like what someone else's priority is. And that's not mine or anybody else to dictate what you find important and what you prioritize.
Sure.
And appreciating that that's where you're at. And then also adjusting accordingly to where like, how much can I give and what's healthy for me to give?
It's a big change from a couple of weeks ago.
And that's with like friends, family.
Well, there's no point in everyone sitting around your wedding feeling awkward. Okay, so like
exactly,
that's
like,
for sure the ultimate of like we don't need to do this.
Yeah.
We don't need any drama. Do you feel as we're getting closer that, because I know that when we first started talking about the wedding, we were worried about personalities and this and that. Do you feel like that's still there, or does that same mentality, has that been transferred over to everybody involved?
Wait, what do you mean?
I know that when we first, and I don't remember what we talked about off the air versus on the air. So I want to be
like
careful.
with all my family.
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, do you feel like that's still there going into the wedding, or do you feel like you're taking that same mentality of like, and telling your family also like, hey, listen, like,
Oh, it's for
chill.
it's for everybody. But even like I had to have a conversation with a family member just with a lot of stuff going on and whether or not they were going to attend the entire thing.
Yeah.
And at first it's hard not to take it personal, where it's like, why wouldn't you just want to be there for me? Like, why can't that be the important thing?
Right.
And that has changed to, I see where you're at. I understand where you're at. Do whatever you're comfortable with and also what you think you're capable of doing, because the last thing I want is for things to turn out this way. And as long as you know that that's the most important thing, I want you to have a good time. And if you're not going to be enjoying yourself, then, that's that.
I think it's great for you. I think it's terrible for the for the podcast.
What?
I wish it was, here's my hate list.
No.
Here's what I'm never talking to again because they're not showing up for my bachelorette party. I think you're handling that well. I mean,
because it's more than just the wedding. It's like, how am I going to move in the next chapter of my life? Whether I'm living here, whether I'm living closer to home, who can I allow close to me? And like, how can I handle that emotionally? Because this has been very eye-opening, and it's because it's the first time in a long time that we're getting a lot of people together, and there's a lot of like things that haven't been acknowledged that involve me and that don't involve me, and that there's nothing I can do to fix. And so it's also like, okay, how am I going to protect myself and Gerald and my marriage, and like what's healthy for us?
Right.
Because that also has an effect on us too. And so that's just kind of where we're at and what we've been focusing on.
Stone, what would we do if we had a bachelor party? What would we be doing for Stone's bachelor party?
Probably go to an O's game.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty simple.
That sounds right.
I don't need anything
That's
extravagant.
fun.
Yeah,
I might show up for that.
Okay.
That's
I might.
fun.
Day game.
Oh, obviously.
Day game.
Obviously.
Yeah, it was too late. I probably wouldn't show up for that. But,
how are you gonna tell him what time his bachelor party should
I don't
be?
want it to be a night game.
I think we can add preferences,
Yeah, 100%.
Like a Friday 3:05?
They usually don't do a Friday day game.
Friday
Like
4:05.
Yeah, maybe.
So you want a Sunday 1 p.m.
I'd like a Sunday 1 p.m. Just keep that in mind.
Maybe like a Saturday 4.
Yeah, because then you have to go to work the
Saturday
next day.
4. Saturday 4 solid.
You don't want to go to work the next day.
I'll be there for that one for
Yeah.
at least a couple of innings. We're gonna take a break. Come back. We're gonna play America's new favorite game.
Oh my.
Which, by the way, well, let's take a break. We'll come back explain. We created a game last week called Was It Banned? Based on our producer Stone's childhood. He came up in a strict household, and he throws things our way, and we try to guess, was this actually banned, or is he just being, he plays it off like they're all banned, and then we try to guess, is it really banned or not, right? And I got a couple messages of people that like completely related to this.
Wow.
That said, listen, I grew up in a strict household, and I forget what they were saying. They were also banned. So I think that some of you guys are like, yeah, listen, growing up in a strict household is hard. So, ladies and gentlemen, we thought we'd give you another round of Is It Banned? This week with music, because we can do that.
Nice.
All right, Stone, lay it on thick.
All right.
And let's decide, was it really banned from Stone's childhood? Here we go.
A childhood show. That's So Raven.
Wow,
No way.
If the premise of the show is a high school girl
Psychic?
who,
Comedian,
has these
icon?
Sure, 100%. Has these visions where she'll be just doing mundane tasks, and oh my god, she has a vision of the future, and it's so
this is for sure
real,
banned.
and it happens, and
this is for sure
it
banned.
was banned in my household.
It had to have been banned,
No.
right?
No.
Jess, why? Listen,
No.
if Harry Potter is banned,
No.
why?
Because
She's a psychic. Psychics are of the devil, you know that.
but the core of that show is family and love and being there for each other, and it's hilarious. I feel like they didn't ban that. They couldn't ban that show.
It was not banned.
It was not
It was
banned.
not.
Not banned. You got to watch that. Wait, so what's the difference between Harry Potter, who's a wizard, and this girl who is a psychic? I'd say both are of the devil.
You tell me. I don't know.
Didn't make sense to you.
Did you watch it?
A little bit, yeah. I was more Nickelodeon, but yeah,
Mm.
definitely was on
That
Disney.
show is phenomenal.
So psychics are okay. Now, what about like
Psychics are
what
okay.
if like a psychic commercial came on for like call us 800
Like
number.
California
Yeah,
Psychics.
yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know.
I think they're clients. Let's be careful. They're Stone.
Well, I mean, just another brand
No,
company.
sure, yeah. If you saw a commercial for a psychic, would they say anything like this?
I don't think they would say anything. I just think like
What's
I
their
don't-
take of psychics though?
I don't think they think psychics are real. If
Okay.
that makes sense.
But they're not like of the
an
devil.
actual. No, not of the devil.
Okay.
Just,
All right, there we go. All right, next one.
next one.
Is it banned?
Another childhood show here. Fairly Odd Parents. They're like little
Oh.
fairies that have magical powers, grant
No.
wishes.
This show is so good.
It was,
Okay.
from what I've heard.
I don't know.
Stop
I
it.
I don't know this show.
So you know what? I don't think it was inappropriate or there were any
Well, I think it was
innuendos.
more just the in the Harry Potter sense of the wishes, the
I'm gonna
wand.
say
the
I'm gonna
magic.
say it's not in the same category as Harry Potter because it was a cartoon and it was just like two fairies.
So
You know what I
cartoon made it
mean?
seem lighter. To
It made
you.
it seem more like like it was like a story, like fantasy versus maybe like the intense fucking Baltimore of it all with Harry Potter.
Sure, makes sense.
I think you were allowed to watch Fairly Odd Parents.
I think because fairies are demonic. Clearly,
No, they
Clearly,
weren't.
yeah.
They were like so cute though.
The litmus test is a little confusing. You have to be honest.
Oh, it's
Like,
all over the board.
It's
I know. I'm.
There's no
intentionally throwing
consistency.
you off.
okay. Fairly Odd Parents was Stone banned from watching that because they didn't see the Raven show is bad. I'm gonna say they also didn't see this show as bad, which doesn't really make any sense. I'm gonna say not banned.
Congratulations, both. I think it's the first time you both got it.
Yeah.
Both, hey,
Not
how about that?
banned,
Not
not
banned.
banned.
Congratulations, man. I'm happy for you.
I think we might have had the harder ones last week.
Really quick though, really quick follow up on last week's edition. Stone was telling us about the nightclub for teenagers,
H2O.
H2O
I
over
got
in Ocean
messages about
City.
that too.
Yeah, it's real. It's still around. So I did a little research, and tell me if this seems weird to you. This club is only allowed ages 15 to 20.
Wait, H2O?
Yeah. 15 to 20, it seems weird to me. Like a 15-year-old and a 20-year-old seem like two totally different people that should not be in the same room together. Does it not seem bizarre?
I mean, I went to
whole-
when I went to on Broadway in San Diego, and I'm pretty sure that was the age range too.
15?
I mean, I don't know. I got in.
15? Like 15 should not be partying of any sorts with a 20-year-old. But
No, I mean 1,000%.
right?
Yeah.
I see why your parents banned it. Okay, let's do another one. Is it banned? Is it banned?
Songs with the curse word. It could be, the A word, the D word, doesn't matter.
All the words.
Yeah.
The A word.
Wait,
If you said ass growing up, what would have happened? Like
You
seriously.
know the whole soap, like
Yeah,
marsh
soap in your mouth?
Yeah.
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 hang
what
on,
happened?
hang on. So because there are clean versions
There
of
are,
songs
Correct.
with curse words. Are we talking about you could only listen to the clean version?
So
or you were not even allowed to listen to that because it was insinuating to the
yeah.
actual
So not even the
word?
clean version, because like the clean version is an edited version, but it gives you enough of what's happening. So yeah.
So you basically
Any
anything
song.
with like parental guidance, like
Yep.
couldn't do
But
it.
not even that though, because some words will have ass in them.
That's
and
true.
Not
and
be explicit.
that's true. So if like let's say like your mom walked in the room and you're listening to a CD and it had the word ass in it, like would she ban him from that? I guess from like listening to that.
Yeah, like shake
There's
that
tons
ass,
of words.
watch yourself.
Yeah, tons of songs
Yeah,
with curse words.
That and like
Dang.
that
You don't even
time,
realize it.
that
Yeah,
time
no,
period.
for real.
That time period was very ass centric, wouldn't you say? A lot of songs are about shaking your ass.
Shake it.
Yeah,
Mm.
Metro Station.
Oh my gosh, that came on this weekend. I was like, oh,
It's so good.
Where'd it come on?
I was at the race for Rachel, and it like came
Aw.
on through loudspeakers.
Did
That's
you
so
like
cute.
you
I
feel
was
like a
like-
badass?
I was like, I text her while she's running, like, shake it just came on.
Stone had to cover his ears at 26.
That's funny.
Jess, songs with cuss words were they banned?
I'm gonna say 100% they were banned. Yeah, I'd say that.
I-
I think just because you guys were you were only listening to certain types of radio stations at a young age, I would feel like that rule would also apply to music and cuss words as well.
Stone shared with us that he listened to a lot of, or like the only thing he listened to was like the Christian stations, because the litmus test is so weird, and I feel like we've had 2 not banned. It's probably banned, but there's something telling me like, what is your mom gonna do? Like, go through all your songs and like see what you're listening to? I'll go with not banned. I'll go with not banned.
They were banned.
They were.
They were.
How was that enforced? How was that kind of thing enforced? Like how would that work?
I just think like they like I had an iPod. It was this little red thing,
Mm-hmm.
and they monitored which songs were and weren't on
your
the iPod.
Nano?
We're on there.
On the
Yeah.
Nano.
They
Yeah.
check.
Wait, did they go through your iTunes to see what you've downloaded and stuff like that?
So the iTunes was all together.
Okay.
So
okay.
it was my dad's
Mm.
iTunes, and we all were on it.
Duh. Yeah.
So he saw like what apps I downloaded,
How about
what
that?
songs I
Mhm.
Yeah, he
downloaded.
knew. He
Yeah.
knew. If it's one
Was-
had ass,
Was there ever a song that you downloaded and they told you no, delete it?
shake it.
I don't remember. I remember there being it was a Christian song that had a music video,
Mm-hmm.
and the music video tells you, and when you're a little kid, you don't exactly know what the song's saying. And the music video might have showed something, not like showed something, but implied something
Yeah.
Wait, in
And-
the Christian?
in a Christian song. And my dad was like, man, my dad like talked to my mom about it. He's like, should we let him
Oh, and you heard
download
him?
this music video?
Wow.
Did
It
you
was
get
it was
to or no?
I did.
Okay.
did get
But
to,
it was
but-
a conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did
Wow.
you ever illegally download music behind their back so
No.
you could listen to things?
Never.
No chance.
Okay.
Never.
No
never.
chance. But did you do that because you didn't, or because you get in trouble, or because you thought you were like bad?
I don't know, I just didn't feel need to download illegal music
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
LimeWire. What's
All right.
up?
I remember, so I didn't have a cell phone for a while, and I couldn't text people. And they had like those texting apps you could download for like your iPod Touch. And I
Oh,
downloaded it being like, there's no way they're going to know this.
And they knew.
And then it popped up on my dad's iTunes.
No.
Stone.
Got
What's your
my
middle
iPod taken
name?
away.
What's your-
David.
Stone David. You getting here right now?
You got it taken away
Yeah.
I
For a
know you were
while.
They-
watching that Christian music video.
because they didn't want you texting anyone.
Yeah.
How
that
old were
was-
you when you tried to do that?
I mean, I could have been like 12.
I'll tell you a great story with like trying to get away with things. My buddy, when we were, I don't remember, 13, 14, he went on Victoria's Secret's website and he signed up for an account.
Wow.
Right.
That's
Like, because
so
that was
funny.
so scandalous.
Right.
Right. And then the problem was they started sending the magazines in his name,
Ooh.
like the catalogs,
Yeah.
like in his
Mm-mm. That's how you get caught, my guy.
That's a great story. All right. Give us two more. Two more.
Social media.
Ooh.
Instagram, Facebook. Facebook big at this time.
Yeah, that's a good question.
At what age?
Pre-16.
Okay.
Pre-16.
Early teens.
Okay. So high school.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm.
A little bit of middle school.
Was it banned? Social media. Jess?
1000%. 1000% banned. If you couldn't text on your iPod Touch, there's no fucking way you're going on Facebook Messenger. Nope, sorry. I wasn't allowed to have Facebook or Instagram till my senior year of high school, and my dad stood next to me and created my profile for me.
Wow.
Do you blame him though?
No, I mean at the time.
At the time, it seemed lame, right?
At the time, it seemed. I think what sucks about that is it was like, bitch, I'm about to do this for a living. Like, why are you blocking my shine? You know what I mean? Like now looking at it, I wanted to express myself and be creative in so many different ways,
Yeah,
and that was a part of it.
right.
But now understanding and seeing it on the other side, like I do understand why he was that way, and I do appreciate him for it. And I'll probably do something very similar because who knows what the climate's going to be at that point in like a couple of years and how that's going to be, and like how people can be protected and just like the negativity and stuff. But man, once I got it, it was great.
was over.
It was fantastic.
It was over.
It was so much fun.
Wait,
I
how'd
think,
that work? So your dad said, "I'm gonna make the profile for you," but then did he monitor what you were doing on there, or just?
at first, and then he forgot about it.
Oh.
And that was when like young people, like that was like when like remember and like when did the switch happen? At first it was like young people on Facebook and it was our thing, and then all of a sudden it's not.
I know.
And it's just like it's so
It
different.
happens fast.
And it used to be Twitter. Like it used to be like super chill, super light,
Mhm.
like, and now it's like
Well, keep in mind, I was like one of the first to use
That was
Facebook because
scary.
at first you had to go to certain colleges, and they rolled it out to certain colleges slowly but surely. And it was the most mundane place, really. Like you just maybe put a status update. If you were going to upload pictures, it was a pain in the ass. So there weren't a lot of pictures on there, but you're mostly just like, I don't know, like I'm waiting for my class or whatever. It's just really
My era was posting a photo album after every event. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
like my
Think about
time,
that.
which was so
Think
fun.
about that. Was it banned? Yeah, it was definitely banned. There's no chance you had social media.
Yeah, 16 years old. I said when I think I first got it.
And then
you
how
were
that
younger than me.
how'd
Yeah,
that
a
work
little bit.
though? How'd that work? Like were they just like fine, here's the keys, or did they have to like
My brother's 4 years younger than me.
yeah.
I just looked over and he was like on his Facebook. And I'm like, what's that about? What's that about?
Wait,
And then I just like, all right, I guess that's cool now. So I just got one.
wait. Did he ask permission or he just did it?
I don't think he did.
He didn't ask
Wow.
permission?
He didn't.
Are you guys different in that way where like
Yeah.
your brother just be doing whatever?
Especially when I was younger, I was very much like rules
Yeah, you were.
follower.
You're the oldest?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the
Same.
oldest.
Yeah, that's Butter's life still
Yep.
to this day.
Yeah, the second one's always trouble.
Still
That
to
was
this
me.
day.
I know. All right, one more. Was it banned?
One
Here we
more.
go.
Video games.
Oh, good
Were
one.
video games banned?
Good one. Now tell us
What?
why potentially they would have been banned if this is true.
I think it was just a generic, such like, my parents were very outdoorsy people growing up, still are to this day. They love it.
Yeah.
And I
Aw.
think they wanted me to be that and wanting that to be part of my childhood. And when I look back on memories being like, oh, we were outside all the time. We did this, we did that with my friends.
Together.
Yeah, I always had friends that lived
Hmm.
close to me and my little brother.
Sure.
Yeah.
They just didn't want me inside in front of a screen.
Wait, I love
at a
that
young
for
age.
you. Wait, that's very sweet.
It was.
I don't know though, because like as a boy, it's hard to get away from video games. Like they're everywhere. You know what I mean? Like I think I could see them saying like you can't play anything crazy. I could see that. I don't think that video games as a whole were banned though. Even if they were outdoorsy people, like it's got to be nighttime sometime. You know what I mean? Jess, do you think they were banned?
I'm gonna say yes, just because your family sounds so activity centric. Like
Mhm.
not just taking it away from you for the screen time, but more so like it's the four of you, right?
Yeah.
Like you guys doing stuff together, and even like maybe like game night as a family. I'm like picturing like let's watch
Yeah.
a movie together as a family. I'm jealous of that. That's cool. If that's the case, that sounds really cool.
Were they banned?
They were not.
Not banned.
They were
Ooh.
not.
What were you
Wait,
playing?
certain
Mortal
games
Kombat.
were certain games banned, or you
I mean,
were
like,
allowed
I
to
couldn't
do
have like
anything?
mature games at like 10. I think there was eventually like the M.
Yeah.
I couldn't get those for a while, but like
But then when did you get them?
when I was like 17, like when
Okay.
my age allowed it, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, they were banned. I played wrestling video games.
Yeah.
Loved that. The Mario video games,
Yeah.
sports video games. Loved it all.
The it's a little confusing.
I agree.
The principles behind them are a little confusing.
If I was you, I'd be confused. I'd be like, "What do you want
Can I
from
do
me?"
this or can I not?
Yeah,
like I'm not sure.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm not even sure the morality is behind this anymore. Like this is kind of confusing. We had a whole discussion, and sorry, we're just getting back to this. Everyone's kind of talking about the club, about H2O. Hi, Doe Eyes. Doe Eyes said, H2O sounds like Club Zoo that I used to go to.
Yeah, I feel like every place had a club like this.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, which is really disturbing. Would you let your 15-year-old go to the club like that?
Hell no, I can't.
16.
The only reason why I went to On Broadway was because I was living in San Diego at that point,
Yeah.
and like obviously wasn't living with my parents anymore. And I was living with my aunt and uncle at the time, but I don't think they knew that's where I was going. And when I went, someone asked me if I wanted to be a go-go dancer. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds like so much fun. And then I went back home like the next day or whatever and was talking to my uncle about it. And he was like, what did you just say? And I was like, I think it'd be like a fun way to like make money and stuff, right? And he was like, he shut that down so
Stripper
quick for
light
me.
basically is what.
So quick. But it
I
was
just get to
fun.
dance in front of people. What?
It was a foam party. It was so fun.
All right. Jess, have the time of your life this weekend. I'm sure it'll
Fun,
be great.
Jess.
I'm so excited.
We'll talk about it obviously when we get back. I mean, next week's schedule's gonna be a little screwy because Jess is out Monday, and then Tuesday we don't feel like it. Wednesday might work, maybe, and then basically it's like wedding go time.
Oh yeah.
What day? What is what's next Tuesday? What day do you get back? The 12th?
I get back next Tuesday. I have a dentist appointment though. Sorry. I have to get my little stuff taken off.
You're what?
I have Invisalign.
Oh, yeah.
So like these, I'm getting taken off for the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get back next Tuesday,
And that what date is that?
the 15th. Oh no, 16th. 16th, I'm back in studio the 16th.
And then it's like, whoa, what's up? You know,
Oh yeah.
It's wedding.
Then we're
it's wedding
hitting
go
the ground
time,
running.
baby. All right. Are you gonna be posting you'll be posting, right? Everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be posting Just Do It, JESSDU, and then Garage Boy and I are gonna do a bachelorette play-by-play of the like leading up to everything that we're doing on our podcast and the low key in the garage.
Wait, what does that mean?
Like so tomorrow we're just gonna like talk about like everything that we're doing and what we're excited for and blah blah blah.
Got it.
Blase.
Stone. You have social media now, so you can check in with him on Instagram.
Stonefelts, STONEFELTS on all socials.
His parents still read the messages though, so
Yes, watch out.
be careful. I'm that guy Kramer. It's good to see you guys, and we will see you when we see you. YouTube, thanks for checking in today. Appreciate y'all, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.